So as you guys might have seen by my previous videos, my graded card collection has been growing, and I've been picking up and grading more and more Pokemon cards and other TCG cards to add to my collection. Well, with all these slabs, I'm going to need something to protect them and house them in when I take them around and store them. And this couldn't have come at a better time. So I've been looking for another graded card case for my collection because, as you guys saw, it's growing, and I've been picking up more and more cards as I go to more shows and vend. So I was on a hunt for another one of these. Well, the team over at EVORETRO reached out to see if I wanted to review their case, and honestly it was perfect timing because I was in need of one and they sent this out to me right away. So let's open this up and see how it is. Before we start, here's the box. So it's a EVORETRO X graded card case. It's a 3-row storage box. The color is black, and the cool thing about this case is that it features this combination lock, so you can lock away your collection and know that it's safe behind this combination lock. Real quickly, so it says it holds up to 90 slabbed cards. Has a combination lock like I mentioned, and actually has a hidden GPS component, so that's very important. And I have been seeing a lot of stories lately about break-ins and thefts of Pokemon collections, so having a GPS component to track your cards might help you potentially find your cards if they do, God forbid, ever get stolen. So that's a really cool feature that this case offers. So let's open it up and take a closer look. Oh, that looks nice. Alright, so let's start. So we have the box right here, so it's super easy to use. So basically you just open up these two clips right here, and it opens up like that, and you can open it up. So as you guys can see, there is a combination lock, so I do have to set that. I will do that later, but basically once you set it and you lock it, it gets locked in place until you put the right combination on, and then you could open it. It's a pretty standard combination lock that you guys might have seen on other applications, but super simple to use. It doesn't come with the key, so apparently I read the manual and the key is not included with it, so make sure you remember your combination or else your slabs in the collection will be stuck forever. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Pretty simple, standard stuff. 3 rows to put your slabs inside, or other collectibles. You got the dividers inside, so the foam dividers will help keep your stuff in place, and you can make different rows with it. So without further ado, let's put our slabs inside and see how it looks. So I have all my slabs on the right, so let's put them in. So these ones do have the bumper on them. You guys might have seen my previous video where I put the bumpers on all of my slabs. But honestly, it goes in pretty easily with the slabs in. No issues like that. And here I could put like a stack of the slabs. Here's 4 and it just slides right in. No problem. So it does say it fits 90 graded cards. So if you divide that up by 3, without the bumpers, you will be able to fit 30 cards inside. But with the bumpers, here, let's see how many we could fit. So I have 25 graded cards in total. So that's 24. Let's see how much room we have. Honestly, it's pretty tight, so I would stick to 24 graded cards. I don't want to fit the last one inside, so we'll say with the bumper, these ones in particular, you could fit 24 of them. You could fit 24 graded cards with bumpers on them, and then the 25th one we'll put right here. So then you still have all this room to work with. So here I'll show you guys what I'm planning to put inside this, take to my shows and carry it around with me while I'm vending. So aside from slabs, I also sell singles, and a lot of my more expensive singles I like to put into top loaders. So this is another thing I'm going to be carrying around with me. So let's put all these guys inside. So they fit just as easily. So I'll put all the top loaders. I got another stack right here. So put them all in. And now that they're inside, I could use one of these dividers to help divide them up. So I'll show you guys at the very end how it all looks like. One other thing I'll show you guys is how it looks with the CGC slab. So here I have one CGC slab and a Gem 10. It's this beautiful looking Palkia from Astral Radiance. So let's put this guy inside just as easily. And one other thing, a lot of people don't put bumpers on their slabs. So what I'll do is actually for you guys, I will remove this bumper off this Blastoise and put the raw slab inside just to show you guys the fit and how well it fits and if it moves or not, because with the bumpers they're pretty snug. Like there's no movement when you put the bumpers inside. It's a very nice snug fit with the bumpers on the PSA slabs. So when we remove it, let's see how it works. I guess this is just a little bonus, but how I remove the bumpers. So to remove them, just open up 2 sides. I usually like to do the bottom corners. I don't know, just a preference, but open up the 2 sides, loosen it up, and then slowly pry off the corner of it. So just like that. That was a little rougher than what I wanted, but it did the job. I do want to be careful with the slabs in case I accidentally damage them. So let's remove it all and let's see how it looks. All right, so that's the raw PSA slab. So fits just as easily. There is a bit of wiggle room, but I think that's pretty standard because they left enough room for the bumpers. Most people do put bumpers or even sleeves. So if you sleeve up your graded cards, which I'll show you in the future how that works, it will be a good idea. One other thing with PSA slabs is they actually stack together. So once you put them all together, they stack. So it's going to be a much better fit once you have multiple of them. You know what? I'll show you another one. All right, so I just removed the bumper from my Yanmega, but I'll show you guys how they stack. So PSA slabs, the way they work is they stack together. So once they're stacked, they don't move. It's because of the indent on the front and back. Like that. So once you stack a bunch of slabs together and you put them inside, it will add a lot of protection to them because they are stacked and neatly organized together. And then you can put dividers between your different items just to add more protection on them. This case it's pretty protective as is. Like it's a hard foam. It's a pretty dense foam on the sides, and the top is a soft foam, which is like a cushion like material. So it's very protective in that sense. I'm pretty positive your slabs will be protected in this case. Alright, next let's fill up this case all the way to show you guys all the different use cases you guys could do with it. So what I like to do is I also like to take a couple of empty top loaders with me when I go to shows. So let's put a couple of these inside. You could never have enough sleeves, so always take a pack or two of sleeves when you go to a show in case you do pick up stuff. So let's put that inside as well. It's getting pretty full already, so we filled up 2 rows. We have this 3rd row where we could put more graded cards or sleeves or whatever you guys want. But for me, another use case of mine is to bring these card savers. So I do like grading cards, as you guys could see, and I have a couple of graded cards in here that I will be submitting in the future. But I like to bring a stack of these always with me to a show in case I do pick up some nice cards. So fortunately, this is big enough that you could fit some card savers like that. So we could put it like that, but I also like storing them in the box. So we could also put them on the side. Not a big issue because there's other things I'm going to put in here. Something else I've shown you guys in my videos before that I like to use is this. So that's something else I like to bring to shows in case I need to price anything out. So let's slide that guy inside. Let's fit it nicely. We have my battery pack that I bring to shows to film with. So I'll put that inside. And finally, although I am using my camera right now to record, this is the camera case that I'll be using. So we can put the camera inside with the case. It does fit nicely like that. So the camera is about this size, and you could remove the battery on it, so it will fit like that. If you guys ever just have some cards and sleeves, you can also put those inside, not a problem. I don't know if we have any more space in here, but here, let's put a couple of these just to see. Maybe I took too many packs of sleeves, so maybe let's reorganize it a little bit so it's much nicer and makes more sense for a show. There we go. Oh, I should have used some dividers, but that's okay. Okay, just some dividers. Just use some of the dividers to help organize everything. And that is it. So here, I'll show you guys an up top view, but we got all our graded cards in here. Obviously, if you guys have a lot of graded cards, you could fit all 3 rows of graded cards, not a problem. You can put them in bumpers or not. For me, like I said, I have some cards in top loaders, so top loader cards go here. Some extra top loaders I have. I got a pack of sleeves in here, some cards as singles in case I need to refill some binders up. A CGC slab, not a problem. They all fit. Here we got our label maker. We got our card savers here. Again, you could put the card savers horizontally or like vertically like that. It works either way, but with the box it's just a bit too big, so I'm going to put it like that. And it also works with my label maker. We got our camera and the battery pack, extra pack of sleeves. So now that you packed everything up, you're ready to go to a show. So everything's packed up like that. Close the lid, lock it, and it's secure. Once you put the combination lock, no one could open it unless you know the combination. So it's as simple as that. And then you could just take it with you, and then you could walk around with it, and really that's it. So then when you put it down, oh, I didn't show you guys the bottom, but that's the bottom of it. Has these feet. The both sides actually have the feet, so I could also show you guys. I didn't forgot to show you, but there are some feet on the bottom, so you could stand it up or put it on its side, face down. And then once you're ready, you could go to the table, open it up, and everything is exactly how you left it because of this soft foam that will keep everything in place. As you guys could see right here, it's a soft cushion foam like that, and everything is neatly in place. All right, so really that's it. So as you guys can see, it's right here. So let me close it up and show you guys. And that's it pretty much. So I've already used something similar to this. If you guys go back to my videos, I've already done a similar video where I bought another one of these. And now that my collection has been growing, I was in need of another one. So this came at a perfect time. Once you load it up, you know everything's secure. Some things I really like about the EVORETRO version is obviously the combination lock. The build quality is very solid, very similar to the other one that I've used. I have no complaints over this build quality either. I'm sure it's just as good. From what I've noticed, it's pretty much the same exact quality as the other brand. It looks really nice too. It looks really clean. This black color looks very sleek and modern looking. You got the branding obviously right here, EVORETRO, and one other thing I really like is the feet. So this one, the feet on the bottom, it's not as pointy as these ones, so it won't indent the surface that it's on. Which usually I put them on my binders, so I don't want them to indent my binders. So the soft feet on the flat edge is really nice. If you're in the market for a graded guard case like this, I would highly recommend you guys to try this one out as well. It's very well constructed, it's very well done. If you don't have a graded guard case and you are going to card shows or collectible shows, I definitely recommend you guys buy one. They're super handy. You guys saw, you could put anything inside here and you know it will be protected. And with this kind, you guys could lock it up, even place it down and open it up in front of the vendor to show you your collection, carry around your collection, and as you buy cards, you could store it in here. So it's super practical, super easy to use. And really that's about it. So as always, if you guys like this video, please drop a like. If you guys are new here, please subscribe and share this video with anyone that you guys might think will find it useful. Anyone that's new to the hobby or has a growing collection, I'm sure will appreciate this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching.